Boeing. Again, let's go to 5 years so we can kind of see what's going on. Now, remember the airplane crash of what was it? I think it was right around at the end of 2008. No, it might have, I don't know when it was. Because when you look at this chart, it doesn't, I mean, it might have been the beginning of the year, maybe the end of last year, it might have been a little bit longer. I don't remember. But it looks, yeah, I was probably right around here. So we crashed all the way down. Wow, 88. That would have been a beautiful steal to get it there. Because we went, we're back at 225. This is after it's had its huge hiccup of the on the seven. What was it? On the 737. It's still grounded. Canada gives the okay. The stock it went years, or I don't remember when it was now. That's how fast we forget things. Because it was a huge deal. It was in the news every day. Now I forgot when it was. But Canada on their 737, they had a whole bunch of problems. They had recalls or whatever, and the stock market was struggling, or their stock price was struggling. But it looks like they've got everything back in order. Their institutional ownership is 53%, which is a little low for me. It was just really low for me. I like at least 80%. But again, it looks like we're on a decent little tear since October when it was at 149. Looks like we're probably trying to test a 340, which we still got some nice leg room. This company is, let's go to here. Kind of get a little bit, what do you call it? Background. It's obviously it's a multinational company or corporation. It's aerospace, so they don't just make airplanes. They make airplanes, rotorcraft, rockets, satellites, telecommunications, and missiles worldwide. So, I mean, it's what we like to talk about. They're kind of like Lockheed Martin. We like to just talk about their airplanes, but they do quite a little bit more than that. We'll look more when we go into their company. Their corporation is broken into different divisions. We have Boeing Commercial Airlines, which we usually, when you think of Boeing, that's what the consumer usually thinks of is, we're flying on a Boeing airplane. Defense and Space, which is like kind of like their government division in a sense. It's not government because it's a publicly traded company, but that's probably, if I was a betting person, that's where their government contracts are. Engineering, Operations, and Technology, Boeing Capital, and Boeing Shared Services, right? So remember, like this, Boeing recorded in 2019, recorded 79 billion in sales, right? That's not too shabby for like, okay. Oh, here it is. Yeah, in 2019, global reputation, commercial, and finance suffered at the 737 was grounded worldwide following two fatal crashes in late 2008. And okay, yeah, it was. So when you go back to here, so late 2008, early 2009, but obviously, I mean, shot back up, and like I said, it doesn't look like that anyone's too much concerned about that anymore. So let's go into their company. What kind of innovation are they doing? So the 737 Max, the TX, and lots of Boeing Analytic and Boeing Horizon teams, blah blah blah. Wow, they're investing $3 billion annually in research and development. Oh, I mean, you can come on here and you can look at their airplanes for commercial, their defense, which is like I say, the satellites and everything. Their space, environment. I mean, you can come on here. There's a whole bunch of videos. We're not going to waste time watching the videos because you personally can come on here and watch the videos. Yeah, here you go. Their defense, what they build for the Army, Air Force One. Okay, The Apache, the C-40A, the Chinook block. Again, you can come if you want to look at all these different airplanes, and if that's interesting, come on to their website. Space. This is what they're doing all with space. A whole bunch of different stuff. Their services companies. Let's go to the commercial. So yeah, these are their airplanes. We all know them. If you've ever flown before, 9 out of 10, you've been on a Boeing air flight or an aircraft. Um, the 737. Let's see their next gen, since this is the big thing they've been having a problem with. Not very interesting. But what they've said is on a note. I don't know where I read it. They were going to what part some of their because of the pandemic. I don't know where I read that. I just seen it, but I don't know where it was now. They said that they're gonna fire almost like 35,000 people worldwide because of the slow sales on the pandemic. Maybe I read it down here. I don't know where I saw that. But yeah, for a financial investment, it looks pretty solid, right? It had a bad hiccup. We're coming back up. It makes a whole bunch of defense things for the United States and for other companies or countries. The dividend yield, we're not getting a dividend, so we're looking like more of like a growth stock, I guess. Let's look over here, see if they tell us any more over here. Investment recovery, no. The stock, where's the? There we go. Aha, here we go. From 2015 to 2020, sold. However, in stocks. Okay, so yeah, they have not paid a dividend this year. So they've stopped their dividend, at least as of what it looks like. So that's concerning. That part right there is concerning. But other than that, I mean, for the growth value, since it's probably a little undervalued, but the fact that it's not paying a dividend right now concerns me, since they were paying a healthy dividend. And they were increasing their dividend since 14 for 6 years, and then there's no more data. So that's kind of scary. But other than that, I mean, do your own due diligence. I personally would, when it comes to this, I'm more of Lockheed Martin, but we'll discuss them in a little bit. All right, on next, let's go to 3M or GE, one or the other.